What's poppin', people? It's Dante. I'm at the Trevi Fountain here in Rome, and yeah, I just have some thoughts about photographing in large crowds. It can be overwhelming and you might get discouraged or not know where to look, but realize that everything around you is interesting. There's so much chaos in the crowd, and this is actually where we thrive as photographers, right? So set your snap focus to 1 meter and just embrace the chaos, snapshot away. I think you should be looking for more individual gestures and movement of people. Maybe there's a specific subject that you can sort of single out amongst the crowd. Maybe there's a hug or a gesture like this. There's always going to be something to look for in a crowd. You just have to be able to isolate the thing that you're looking for and react with your intuition and place the camera at the right place at the right time amongst all this chaos. It can be hard to isolate subjects, but by getting closer and closer, we can do that and achieve something hopefully interesting. But at the end of the day, you know, it can be a blessing and a curse when photographing in a crowd. It can maybe be a bit overwhelming. And yeah, I figured I'd just share some thoughts about it, because a lot of the times when you photograph in crowds like this, everything sort of overlaps and becomes messy. But the solution is just to get a really close proximity to your subject. Not sure if I can really showcase me doing that, but I've got my camera set to 1 meter and I'm trying to place the camera as close to faces as I can. It's kind of like a more aggressive approach, but when you use a small camera like the Ricoh, it's very easy to do so without being noticed or disturbing the piece. So just try to get closer and make photos up close. This is the solution to photographing in large crowds. Look for the facial expressions of the people, look for the gestures, and make sure you don't just get a bunch of people clumped up and make a sort of general shot of the crowd itself, but to isolate people amongst the chaos. Just set the camera to 1 meter, the closest proximity possible. Oh, and this is the Trevi Fountain. And there's the crowd. Oh, sorry.